Up like seven.
Up like seven. So let's play some music. You gotta play some soca for this one because we got Dre coming into the house.
Dre is in the house. He's in the house.
Oh, okay.
Dre is in your house.
Which house I am? Styles MD.
Styles by Dre. Carnival ref.
I'm hearing like I'm trying to figure out something here. I'm hardly hearing you guys on my side. But y'all hear me good?
Oh, we hearing you.
We hearing you loud and
Wonderful.
clear. Loud and clear.
Good.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how I can get my volume turned up here.
My son is gonna try and see what he can do in a second, cause today, Styles is our guest DJ, and we're hoping that he don't, well,
I don't want.
You don't be a stranger.
Nah, loving the show, man. Loving the vibes.
So
vibes.
Dre, we got so much to ask you. You know what I'm saying?
I bet, Lima. I wish, you know what I want to try and figure out?
What?
If I could dive out and come back in to see if I get my audio turned up. Because I can't hear you all.
All right.
Yeah, man, do your thing.
Go ahead and do your thing. We'll just play
some music.
Yeah,
let me jump out and jump back in.
All right, hon. All right. I like that song, boy. Okay, all right.
Yes,
I like that song.
Party hard. Married to the music.
We've been saying for months, right, Code? Because this one is for Code.
Code.
I'm going to put this where we can both see it. Okay. We've been trying to make all the music that comes on the show available for all the DJs. Not just the DJs on the People's Chat Room, but also on iTunes Radio. Now we have Soca Passion. So because we have a lot of music guests coming on, so we're going to try and see what we can do, and that means that somebody got to remember, and most likely it's going to be me. But in the meantime, we got Dre trying to come back into the waiting room so we could. Ray. Is he already? Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. You ain't sticking at all.
Are we good, Carnival ref?
MD.
Okay. So
yes,
I tell you what, let's just set the mood a little bit. You gotta play a soca. I don't care which soca. Well, actually I do, but you can play. So Dre, you are the face of Trinijungle Juice. And you know what?
So they say.
Yeah, right. He's trying to play coy,
right?
So they say. So it took me a while. I was really slow in trying to figure this out. But it took me a while to figure it out. But all you guys related. You, Steven.
Yeah. You know what? It is a family business.
It is. It took me
but no, we actually grew way beyond the family. Yeah? We did. I mean, but the core team are related, brothers.
Okay, so you and Steven are brothers?
Correct.
And then I just accepted a friend request from two other Kuchans within the past month.
Two Kwans.
Damn it, diggity damn. Sorry.
I'm a brother too, you know. I'm a brother too.
he pulling my leg out. You for real. So
So we know Kuel for
no, you gotta do the DJ name.
No.
He gets away with it?
Over 20 years, you know.
Hold up. I can't call you your government name.
It was a mistake. It's a mistake. Dre, Styles. When we on the show, it's Styles.
Styles.
Okay, you just got away with calling him by his government name.
They don't even know what you're talking about.
Right?
So I gotta tell you before we go back into a little bit more about Trinijungle Juice. This was the first time I really felt sorry for you, my brother. For Miami Carnival, you look so tired. And it's like the stream I'm just being honest. And the stream, it was, you had a hard time. And that was the first time I heard him refer to the camera as the bum camera. What's the butt camera?
The bumsy cam.
The bumsy cam.
I have no control over the bumsy cam. The bumsy cam is an automatic weapon. When it turns on, it is automatically magnetic force.
I'm cracking up. I felt so sorry for you. I was like, man, this man, it was a long day for you because one, Miami Carnival was just, of course, totally different because we're dealing with COVID-19. But a lot of things, it seemed as if all hands were on deck because that was the first time I saw Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about Trinijungle Juice. It's been around for a while, but let's talk about Trinijungle Juice, the essence of what it is.
The essence.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so much dimensions now, huh? But the essence, basically, to summarize, is entertainment media or medium, which basically was formed out of the love and passion of Caribbean culture, and then it kind of went from Caribbean culture because I'm from Trinidad, and we started to specialize in carnival, and the whole concept or initiative based off of that passion became not just saying, they have Trinijungle Juice in Trinidad, but it was the ability to take what we were doing and make it global. And that was the goal. That was the goal, is to become the first Caribbean website to do stuff on a global reach, which we set out to do. And how many donkey years later, we're continuing to do it, pushing the Caribbean culture and specializing in carnival to all the major cities into the world, to the universe.
Okay, so how many donkey years we talking about now?
Woo! Styles MD.
Yeah. I remember Miami Carnival distinctly. My sister was still going FIU, so that had to be what?
I don't know. You tell me. I still waiting on the donkey years.
Almost
over 20 years.
Yeah,
for real?
I would say between 15 and 20.
15 and 20 years.
So let me tell you this. It's sellout business, but I was shooting, covering events before they had to actually take the films, they develop, scan them pictures, and then put it on a website.
Wow.
That's where, they talk about 1998, 99, So 2000 digital cameras started to become a main thing. And
right.
But 2005 or 3, I should know this by now. Is that a 3 or 5? 2003, we officially registered the company.
Okay.
That was when we officially registered, but we've been covering carnivals and putting stuff out on the internet and the World Wide Web, the original Facebook social media.
We kind of like we're making fun with that whole www thing about 10, 12 minutes ago because it's such a long time since I've heard www. But you guys, how many awards you all have won so far, or have people been dropping the ball on that? Because what you all have done is taking something over almost 20 years ago and bring it into what is now considered the culture, because Trinijungle Juice is a brand name around the world. And I'd like to think that somebody has recognized that and not just us.
True.
Right?
I'll tell you, first and foremost, it might sound petty, but my biggest recognition is whenever I see anybody on the street or in a country or anywhere in the world, and they come and they say, "Yo, Dre, thank you. Thank you for carrying the culture and pushing the thing." Mm-hmm. That's my biggest reward. And days when I want to quit and I say, "Man, this thing, how long, how many going on? It's so much work." When I one person say, "Yo, thanks. It means so much to us." Mm-hmm. That's my biggest reward, right? Let's just get out there, for me. But accolades, we have, I think 2011, we got the International Soca Award for Best Caribbean Website that promotes soca. We were nominated every year, I think 2 years before that, and then every year since, once that for the International Soca Awards. We also got written up in Forbes magazine, their lifestyle edition. We had 2 articles. One was regarding, they referred to us as the Carnival Bible, which was, that was nice. And that came out of work that we were doing actually at Crop Over, promoting Crop Over at the time. Mm-hmm. And the second one was an article where they documented key people in the carnival industry. I think it was called the 10 top entrepreneurs or carnival entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. And I actually was referenced as the documenter, right?
You are.
By Forbes, yeah. So saying that they say, if if you know me as, where's Waldo? I am the Where's Waldo of Carnival. And that was funny. Those are our two biggest accolades. And other than that, just keep pushing. We're doing what we're doing, and I'll take it when I get it. And if I don't get it, I get it back in terms of, what I enjoy doing.
So I am always the instigator. Styles should know that. Well, this is his first time doing the show with us because, as I told you, Code couldn't make it.
Wow. So, yeah, you see how things is aligned? Right? I didn't know that. I thought Styles is a part of the thing all the time.
Well, I just tell him I hope you're not a stranger after today, because the main DJ is DJ Code Red. We got Professor GT, we got DJ Militia, and Boom just joined us, but not
right.
They couldn't do it. So I asked Code, who do you think can be on the show and can put up with me?
Thick skin, man. Thick skin.
Because I'm easy. But as part of me being the instigator, let me ask this question. Have you all ever gotten anything from Trinidad and Tobago, seeing that it's called Trinijungle Juice?
Yeah. I like instigators because I could talk all day. You just sit, I don't know if you're doing some research or you kind of hit a pet peeve of mine because
that's a pet peeve
for real years, Trinijungle Juice and being Trinidadian myself, we promoted Trinidad Carnival and carnivals across the world. And we have never officially done anything with, Trinidad and Tobago as far as the tourism board or the NCC on any level. We have never gotten a reward or a phone call or a thanks or anything beyond the people, as I said. It's weird because I never thought about this until somebody said, hey, you just created your last video, and you should just sell that to the tourism board because much people buy the plane tickets to come to Carnival because of that video or blah, 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 blah. I never thought about that. Mm-hmm. I always said, yeah, good. I'm glad you're here. I'm in Marshall Monday. And a man say, I was cool. I was in Canada. I was minding my own business. You go into a fete, you drop a video with Kesson voice running on singing their promoter. The next morning I buy a plane ticket and here I am in Trinidad Carnival because of your video,
Really?
Really. And these are the stories I wish I could tape, and some of them I haven't filmed. And I just don't put it out there. But
that's just one that you have recorded. Think about all the thousands of other people that have done similar things.
That have make a move and purchase and reach and bought a hotel package and buy fed tickets and and
that's revenue right there because you're taking money into the country of Trinidad and Tobago. But the way I look at it is it's the name of the company is Trinijungle Juice. So wherever we see you, we reminded that this is in part Trinidad and Tobago. It just goes without saying. So yes, I'm an instigator, but I'm a good instigator because that's one of my pet peeves also.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. I still believe, as I said, there's a timing for everything. There's a movement for everything. We will just continue to do what we're doing. And when the stars align, one day, maybe, who knows, I could actually be one day the Minister of Tourism and Culture, for Trinidad and Tobago. And we could be laughing about this, in 2 years or in 3 years from today. Who knows, I could be, in charge of the NCC one day.
True.
Trying to, support and push our culture. But when things happen, I think everything has happened at the right time, when the right movement, and it'll be when it is.
So when things happen, do I have to fight you down for another interview, or you'll just reach out and send me a text and say, hey, Lima, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Lima
that's me
inside.
Instigating again.
Lima always inside.
True that. Well, not as much as Trinijungle Juice. So
we more outside than inside, but I like being outside.
All the inside, man. We're going to play some music and we'll talk on the other side, okay?
Yeah, man.
Dear promoter. You was looking good at that.
With gasoline, oh Lord, this is Just hold them and walk them. 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 Just hold them and walk them. 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 This guy energy not in watch how every hand up in the air. Yeah. So we gonna turn up the place, we gonna shut the place. Once I train you reaching your next is niceness. Boy.
Once jungle juice in your foot.
It's niceness. See, we're gonna change the words of the song, because that's what we do. Code Red saying what you say, Lord Lima in full form today, but but of course, Trinijungle Juice in the house.
That is the only. That's the only form Lima knows how to be in. Full form.
This is the way I feel, okay, Dre? I am older than most of them. As far as I'm concerned, no apologies anymore. I say what I want. I do what I want. I really don't give two shits. Okay?
It should be that way all the time.
All the time.
Actually, I told Siri, quote of the day. And I think it was by Taylor Swift. It said, people will not like you for being yourself. And then what you should do is just be more of yourself.
It is so true. I got to take that. I hope I remember it, but then I could always listen back and hear it again. So I got to tell you about, I think last year, 2020. Yeah, was it 2020? That was last year. So I think it was either 2020 or 2019 was the first time that we advertised on Trinijungle Juice for the magazine, iTunes Entertainment Magazine. And this is how powerful Trinijungle Juice is. When we were done, we had over 1 million hits.
Serious?
In the space of 1 month. Every week we had 23,000.
This is the kind of data that I need to be.
Yeah, because you guys were sending us the data. That's how I know.
Yeah.
We were getting at the end of the what was it? The period. Thank you, Sal.
Yeah.
We got a list, the stats. We got the stats, and every week it was 23,000, 24,000, added up to over 1 million.
Nice.
So
nice.
You guys are a force to be reckoned with, and you guys are in every country because we're all online. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna put you on the spot. What is which carnival? I gave you some time to think. Which carnival is the one that stands out in your memory banks because I know you've been doing this a long time, so I'm guessing that you still have a lot of joy that you feel when you do it. So with that being said, which carnival, regardless of whether it's Trinidad or one of the abroad ones, stands out in your mind as the most? That was the one that was the most memorable for you, and why?
You made it easy for me because you left Trinidad and Tobago in the mix. So, hands down, even when people started to go off track and I was like, hey, this carnival and that carnival, it always is TNT. And I could go countless years, actually, why I'll say and defend TNT. Because, there's a time, and grown people, we love to do other things when we start to command more, a bigger salary, and you want to enjoy life and travel and whatnot. And you tell yourself, I've carnival, I've done enough carnivals, sorry, to see the world. And I was actually coming, I was 99.9% there saying, Lima was like, I'm going to skip carnival next year. I'll skip Trini. I'm going to go Brazil or do something else, probably see Brazil carnival. But I realized it was going to be a big mistake because that same year I was in carnival and I'm on the road. It might have been a Monday or Tuesday, whichever day. And I told myself, I could never get this feeling anywhere else at any other country or at any point in time because of what is happening right now. And let me explain to you what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago that people don't get, right? And it took me some years to realize this. Everybody you have either seen, not seen, from whenever, from all parts of the world, old friends, new friends, everything, is come to Sweet TNT for that one time, that week or 2 days or whatever, and we all in the same place. And for life, for me, after the pandemic, I think you realize that relationships is very important. And people is important, right? And you realize how much we need that connection. you get that connection without having to go look for it. It comes, everybody brings, it just happens organically because we're all there. So I might be like, look, Styles. Styles, when last to see your breads? It was how many years? Lima, when last to see a girl? But I don't need to go and run it down in Orlando or in New York, whoever, to look to make that connection. We just happen to be in the same place at the same time. And that feeling can't be beat. And no other, I don't Trinidaders bring the most of that together.
I had a teacher that used to say, well put it. He wouldn't say well put. He would say, well put it. So he created his own words. So well put it. I appreciate that. And what that says to me is that you love your culture. You love the relationships. You just love the connection so badly that you couldn't miss that particular year, but you didn't tell us which year it was. It is all the collective carnivals?
I can't remember the year. It was about 6 years ago though.
Okay.
And I said, man, why am I even considering going to Brazil or anywhere else? Like I need to be in Trinidad and Tobago every year. Hands down, there's not a place come carnival time that I need to be in the world.
So I'm going to ask this question, and here it is. I love my culture just as much as you do. And we could probably do a tug of war with regards to that. But one of my pet peeves is what I would call the deterioration of the mass culture. We went from creative costumes to now creative feathers and bikini tops, which is similar to what you see in Brazil. So there's no differentiation. The only differentiation between the two is one speaks Portuguese, one speaks English. The masqueraders in Brazil wear high heels. The ones in Trinidad, some of them don't, most of them flats. That's the only thing that distinguishes us one from the next. What are your thoughts on that? Because that's one of my pet peeves. Because what we've done, and I'm going to give you room to talk just now, is this.
Yeah.
We have lost the art of wire bending because there are not enough wire benders in Trinidad to continue the culture.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, Dre?
To be honest, Lima, I think it's a twofold conversation because people will probably knock Trinijungle Juice, and myself for years saying all we do is cover the fats and certain type of fats and whatnot. And I had to accept that. I actually said, you're right. Because for years, when is Cambule or the opening of the carnival, and you have to go, in downtown Port of Spain behind the East Dry River, I'm not there. A lot of these things are cultural, stick fighting and sando. I'm not there. I think it exists. But I believe there are not enough people or media houses, maybe per se, like an ex Trinijungle Juice that's what they focus on, and maybe part of it might be, hey, Trinijungle Juice as a corporate responsibility towards the culture and carnival, you all need to expand out and do more than just cover certain aspects of carnival. But I think it's still there. But I also, going back to your conversation, we evolved. Unfortunately, you might say beads and bikini is now the thing when we were, cloth and design. But that's what it is. I think that's what carnival is. We're having a joke actually for Miami Carnival because all you could see is thongs, right? Thongs. And we were laughing because when I started off, literally on your form when you were registering for Poison or Tribe back in the days, it will tell you are you wearing thong or panty? And only a select type of woman will put down thong. Everybody was wearing panty back then. They're like, if you wearing thong, you're from your thong thing. Now today in Miami Carnival or any carnival, thong is the standard. Like if you know when a thong, you know any mass. But it's just us evolving. So I won't say, man, bikini and beads is something that we should be frowned upon and we are now Brazil. I think we just evolved into that. Just like music and everything else in culture, we just became that. But we still have the original authentic piece, and then you have your respect the Lost Tribe, Lima. Mm-hmm. Lost Tribe brought back that whole aspect of culture. And if you want to go, I saw people who won the mass and they went to Lost Tribe.
Well, I love your responses. And you're right as far as the evolution. Maybe I'm stuck somewhere on the fence somewhere. With regards to the first response, that it still exists somewhere, that is not your responsibility. That's the responsibility of Trinidad and Tobago,
right.
the carnival people, the CDC or whatever they call themselves. That's their responsibility. And straight up, they're not doing a good job. But that's why people like me exist, to tell them they're not doing a good job. Okay? And But I will dare you guys 1 year, probably when Carnival starts back, because we don't know if we'll have a Carnival next year. I dare you guys for at least 1 hour, find it, broadcast
Yeah.
it. Because your
Yeah.
medium is much more huge. Even though it's not your responsibility. I just said that. It's not your responsibility. So that's something that you guys need to think about. But it would be nice to actually see it.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree. I mean,
know?
I know it. When I see it, it's something, like you go to a pan, to when they're doing a pan yard, when they're rehearsing, and that feeling you can't beat. When you go down the drag at Panorama, like you can't beat that feeling versus watching it on TV.
You can't.
So yeah, it is. We should one day, 1 year, gracefully say, hey, let's step out of our zone or element and touch something different. I agree.
That would be awesome. I think last
Yeah.
week when we were on the air, we were talking about, and I can't remember who we had as the guest. Oh, Michael Boothman. And we were talking about, when you go to a panyard and they playing the song slow,
Yeah.
that kind of draggy, juve feeling, and then later on in the evening they actually play it at performance speed. You can't beat that. It's just we thing, you know what I mean? We thing.
Correct.
So let me throw another one at you. We talked about your favorite carnival, and it was a couple of them. I think it was about 5 years ago when you realized that you couldn't go to Brazil, you were going to Trinidad. You've filmed a lot of live performances, whether it's voice or kiss or. So I put you on the spot again. Which one of them pops in your head? That one is it, man. That was it.
I want to say I'm gonna go with the year of Savannah Grass. I don't think anybody has documented, maybe besides Navindra NH Productions, shout out to him, who's with the band. I think I documented the performance of Savannah Grass the most for that entire year. But it was the best every performance of Savannah Grass, literally poison. Especially when they do it, if Joanna came on with the piano, to do it live, at the show, Cast Concert, Cast Tuesday on the Rocks, or at Uber Soca Cruise. But yeah, we have Savannah Grass. I'm going to go with that. But most memorable performances standout ever. Mr. Killer, Uber Soca Cruise 2019 with the mattress.
With the mattress, yes. I was there. I saw that mattress.
Okay, I wasn't there. What was that?
He brought a mattress out from the room, and a girl went on the mattress with a gentleman, and it made its way all around the dock of the ship.
Yeah, Lima, you didn't see that?
My people. No, I didn't.
Yeah, Lima. So no, and the reason why that is, besides the most shock factor, and I think it was also our first viral video. I think it did over 25 million views.
I gotta look for it.
It's on our Facebook page, and that video went viral like bloops. But most memorable,
Pick up something
because you've seen, what's it? Was it Run With It, right? Everybody calling it Pick Up Something, but Run With It. We saw everything. We saw people run with corn soup pots. We see people run with plant pots. We see people run with girl, all kind of. But when I see a mattress come out with a girl on top of the mattress, and then Mr. Killer jumps from stage onto the mattress, onto the girl, it was, yeah.
I gotta find it. I gotta watch that today. I'll send you the link
when it's done.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Dre. I'm like grinning from ear to ear because you're on our show today. I don't know what made me reach out to you. I think I felt it was just time. It was just time.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate it. I was.
Can I ask you?
Yeah. He wants to ask you. You could have jump in anytime.
Noel, I don't know if you have the script or
No. Jump in.
Noel, I know we have a couple of minutes left, but real quick, to put you on the spot again, outside of Trinidad Carnival, what's the next big one? Biggest one in your mind? The next big one outside of Trinidad?
I'm not gonna, big have a real broad definition, eh? I'm just gonna tell you, outside of Trinidad Carnival, the carnival that impressed me the most,
yes,
between from start to where it is today, is Jamaica.
Jamaica, yes, I've heard that has come along, and it's
So shout out to my Bacchanal Jamaica family
heard
and
it's a
all
nice
the other mass
carnival.
bands that came.
Yeah.
You know, Exodus,
I heard it's a
Jamaica,
nice carnival.
big up.
That's interesting.
Byron Lee, and the Dragonaires.
That's interesting that you would say Jamaica, but then again, we all have our own idea of Jamaica Carnival.
Yeah.
And I've never been, but so yeah, it's interesting that you would say Jamaica.
Interested at Reggae Land is my choice after Trinidad.
Well,
It's called Carnival in Jamaica, yes. But I'll call some other after that. I'll still put Notting Hill Carnival and Grenada Spice Mass.
Spice
Mass.
Mass. Jab.
I hear be playing Jab Mass is like you gotta go Grenada for that to happen,
Yeah.
So when you coming back? When you coming back on the show?
When next one, man? When next one, man?
I had one more question,
Go ahead now.
So watch now. I know besides taking pictures for these people to have memories to last them for the rest of their lives online, you also promote parties. Arrivals, Trinidad, Miami, all of that. So is Trinidad having a carnival next year for the world? What's your thoughts
what
on
I've
that?
heard and seen up to today, there's going to be, I want to say there's going to be an essence of carnival. They're going to allow parties and fetes within a safe zone, right? But there's no road. There's not going to be no road. As of now, there's no road. So if we say in carnival Monday, Tuesday, that's not going to happen. But if we're talking about the environment, they're trying to bring that back. So I am waiting to see how quick this develops, because if we could start a fete and have proper fetes again, that could create a vibe. And I might have to be in the mix.
I guess they would have to do a PCR just before and 1 week before.
Well, like Miami, like how it was a Miami Carnival, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna do. I think they're pushing fully vaccinated events. So you have to be vaccinated, and I'm not sure if they're gonna push for the test as well. But they didn't vaccinate it. They're gonna safe zones is a key word.
So let me ask this question before we let you go. If Trinijungle Juice had not come along, there would have been no Trinijungle Juice. What would Dre be doing?
Wow. Way Lima. I never got that one before, That's a good one.
My name, Lima, the instigator. Go ahead now.
Yeah. I actually probably would have still been in corporate America programming. I might have been a project manager or something. Because before Trinijungle Juice, I was working as a programmer with IBM. A lot of people don't know this, but I kind of gave up that direction towards getting the corner office, big man work, and being a big boy at IBM to balancing around the world for a living.
And now at this point, you wouldn't have any other
I
way,
would have say I would either been that, or I would have been I don't want to use the word gigolo, but I would have been somebody's sugar boy or something. Yeah. Somebody, I would have been a cap. What is it called? What is it called? A cap man, DJ Styles MD. You should know.
What kind of man?
If you're a cap man, what is it called him again? A trophy?
Oh,
Trophy man?
You should have seen his face.
You don't have the trophy wife, I'm going to be the trophy husband. I'm going to be the trophy husband.
That was a good one. So, once a guest, always a guest. So don't be surprised if I send you a text out at blue. Hey, Dre, these are the dates that we have. Can you just come back? Also, I will be doing an article feature of you in the upcoming issue of iTunes Entertainment Magazine, which should be January, February, March. So I'll get with you probably in the next couple of weeks so we could, okay. All right?
Love.
Yeah, brother. Thanks for taking time out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we gotta go, and I hope you're going with Savannah Grass.
You know it, man.
You see, we vibing. Dre, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Pause raising.
Rebroadcast mode this evening from 6 to 8 p.m. on Soca Passion TX and tomorrow on islandbeatradio.net. And right now we are live on iTunes Radio. One love. Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Galaxy P.
Big up, love.
And thank you, DJ Styles.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
once we give you a heads up next time, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, that was enough right there. Yeah.
So what you got? Alright, because I know Boom is gonna do the 18th, but not always full camera. But something what I try to do too is I try what are you doing, Dominic? Give me the thing.
Yeah, man, well done, good show. I must work out the little technical thing, you know, we good to go.
It's always something. That's what
Always
gets
something.
me.
Yeah.
Dominique, this thing fell down, man.